What's up guys, you're back with TechNick and today we have another speed test, but this time between the Redmi K30 Pro Zoom Edition and the Samsung Galaxy S20 Ultra. The Zoom Edition of the K30 Pro here comes paired with 8 gigs of RAM, the version that I have anyway, and we get a snazzy Snapdragon 865 processing chip. While the S20 Ultra, I have the Korean version, so it also comes paired with Snapdragon's 865 processing chip, and I have the 12 gig of RAM version. We have both devices up to date when it comes to the software department, and here are the spec sheets of both phones. Feel free to hit pause there for more info. We're going to leave the Samsung on its native 120Hz panel and its default Full HD Plus resolution to match that of the Redmi K30 Pro. I've also left all the animations on since many of you guys have commented down below in previous videos saying that most people use the phones with animation, so I'm going to go ahead and leave them on both devices. We're going to hit through 4 rounds, the 4th round being that of RAM management. We're going to pop GoPro footage at the bottom left hand corner. Guys, this is TechNick, and without further ado, let's go. We're going to start here with round 1, and round 1 consists of a boot, face unlock, fingerprint unlock, and initially opening apps. We had the first point going to the K30 Pro when booting on the phone 4 seconds quicker than the S20 Ultra. When initially showing app icons when first going into the phone, the K30 Pro Zoom Edition gets its second point over there, slightly quicker than the S20 Ultra. Now we're going to head over to fingerprints over here. Now remember, the Samsung actually has an ultrasonic fingerprint sensor as opposed to the Redmi's optical one. Ultrasonic works the best when you just tap it, as I'm doing over here, so the Samsung Galaxy S20 Ultra gets it best 3 out of 3 times over here, where the Redmi K30 Pro didn't beat it once, so it gets its first points in round 1. When it comes to facial recognition, we actually have a pop-up camera over there for the Redmi, so to make things even, I let it slide up first and then pop my face in the way to see which one is quicker, and the Samsung seems to be quicker 2 out of 3 times, with the K30 Pro just beating the Samsung one, so the Samsung gets its second and final point in round 1, making it 2 apiece here when it comes to round 1. Round 2 is going to be about initially opening apps here, so it has nothing to do with RAM. All the apps are cleared in the background over here. It is just about initial speeds when first going into each and every single individual application. We also do a few things within each application, and so far we have just 1 point behind on the S20 Ultra, with the K30 Pro now doubling points over there with 4 points as opposed to 2 on the S20 Ultra. These are all system apps that we are starting with, so they should be pretty similar, and it is going to be slightly different to my regular tests, since all my previous tests leading up to this one, I have removed animations on both devices. Now, you guys have asked, many of you have requested that I keep animations on because no one really disables animations when they use their phone. And to be dead honest with you, I don't disable animations either. I usually disable animations just for the test because we're talking about hardware raw speed and specs over here. If there are some of you guys that prefer me to disable animations as I have done in the past, please pop a comment down below and I'll take it into consideration in my next test whether I will include animations or not. I'll even add a poll to my channel to see which one you guys prefer. So far we have the S20 Ultra nudging forward over there, just 1 point ahead of the Redmi K30 Pro. We are now in Adobe Photoshop and saving a picture to gallery. It's impressive though, the K30 Pro Zoom Edition actually saves the photo quicker. Now many of you guys have said that, oh Nick, you don't have the K30 Pro Zoom Edition, you have the regular K30 Pro. I can assure you that I have the Zoom Edition. The Zoom Edition actually comes in all colors, matte finishes and gloss finishes, and the regular edition just doesn't have the matte finishes. I was led to believe though that the one that I was going to get was a matte one, but it turned out to be a glossy one. It is indeed the Zoom Edition. I can see in the specs about phone. We have the S20 Ultra 4 seconds quicker when exporting an Adobe Rush clip there, 4K 25 frames per second, slightly faster on the S20 Ultra. Both of them do have UFS 3.0 storage. The base K30 Pro model, not the Zoom Edition, has UFS 2 storage, not 3 storage, but the one that I have here does have USB 3 storage, so it's slightly strange to see that it was 4 seconds slower than the S20 Ultra, though I guess it's not a huge difference here. Now, to let you guys know, if you are new to the channel here, what I do is I slow down the clip significantly. I go over it 2, 3, 4 times to make sure that one app is opening up faster on one of the phones in order for that phone to get allocated a point. If it is too close to call, neither phone gets allocated a point at all, and if it is just 1 or 2 milliseconds between the two devices, but it is obvious that one opened it up faster, then I do go ahead and allocate a point. So far the S20 Ultra is crushing the K30 Pro in round 2 here when initially opening apps, doubling up with 14 points as opposed to 7 points for the Redmi K30 Pro Zoom Edition. After going into YouTube there, next app on the list here is Netflix. Many of you guys enjoy Netflix, and I'm sure with the current coronavirus, you guys are binge watching the crap out of everything. That was too close to call Netflix. Neither phone got a point over there, but going into Google Chrome over here, the S20 Ultra snagged its 15 points, making it more than double of the K30 Pro. But just hang on guys, it gets really interesting in round 3 and 4. Going into our first game here, which is Subway Surfers, the K K30 Pro surprisingly grabs a point over there. Its first points in quite a while, I must say, making it 8 points, not as bad as earlier, not quite half of the S20 Ultra's points in round 2. Grabbing another point there with our second game, which is flip diving, making it 9 points as opposed to 15 on the Samsung Galaxy S20 Ultra. Now we are going into Temple Run 2 over here, and if you guys haven't noticed already, we have GoPro footage at the bottom left hand corner. We also have a percentage timer at the bottom right hand corner to let you guys know when I have indeed sped up the clip, and we have a countdown timer to the next round at the bottom left corner underneath the GoPro footage. So far I have 16 points on the S20 Ultra and now 10 points on the K30 Pro, just a second quicker when opening up the graphic demanding PUBG Mobile over there. Now we're going to shoot over to round 3. This has absolutely nothing to do with RAM management. This has to do with speed once again. We are going to be testing out speed on reopening apps, and PUBG was too close to call, but Temple Run 2, the S20 Ultra, snagged that point over there. Reopening animations on the Samsung Galaxy S20 Ultra seem to be slightly slower than that on the Redmi K30 Pro. Zoom edition over here, Xiaomi are known to have slightly faster animations than Samsung One UI. But you guys asked for no animation, so here it is. Like I said earlier, let me know in the comment section if you prefer this or if you don't. Going into our next app here, which is YouTube, we're going to wait for it to load to see which phone loads it quicker, and the Redmi K30 Pro reopens up YouTube slightly faster, making it 3, now 4 points ahead of the S20 Ultra. We are shooting at 100% real time, as you can see at the bottom right hand corner. Nothing is sped up over here. What you're seeing is what I am seeing. So far 6 points now as opposed to 2 points on the S20 Ultra, which just grabbed its next point with Facebook. But then going into Astral VPN, since we need a VPN here in China, the K30 Pro takes it once again with Rush, making it 8 points as opposed to 2 on the S20. Going into Photoshop Express, both of them killed it, but we're not testing out RAM management in round 3. That comes in round 4. Now, just before we head over to the RAM management test, guys, I just want to clarify something with you. You guys have mentioned before, oh, one phone has 12 gigs, one phone has 8 gigs. You need to get the same RAM speed, guys. Well, to be honest with you, they are running the same LPDDR5 RAM over here. The speed is exactly the same. The speed is what matters, not the RAM. If this was if I put a 6 gig K30 Pro against a 12 gig K30 Pro, even though one is not out at the current moment yet, then they would be exactly the same when we test out RAM management, because this is only a load of 20 apps. So it makes no difference when we're just counting between 6 and 12 gigs, or in this case 8 and 12 gigs on the S20 Ultra. There is absolutely no difference when holding apps. Xiaomi is known, well, Redmi, which is the sister, well, the baby company of Xiaomi over here, is known to have bad RAM management. So if a phone opens up an app and the other one kills it, then it gets a point. In that case being the S20 Ultra opening up 6 where the K30 Pro killed it. Total points here, 22 for the K30 Pro as opposed to 30 on the S20 Ultra. But if we take out round 4 for both of them and just test out speed, we have 20 on the K30 Pro and 22 on the S20 Ultra. Really interesting here, guys. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. This is TechNick, and I'll see you in the next one.